Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Bella Daily English. I hope you're doing well today. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you're a regular listener, thank you for being part of this journey. On this channel, we don't just learn English, we learn real English, the kind of English people actually use in real life, the kind of English people use when they talk about feelings, problems, dreams, and decisions. So today, relax. Take a deep breath, put on your headphones if you can, and just listen. Today, I'm not alone. I have a guest with me, someone many of you already know. Mason is here with us today. Mason, welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Bella. It's really nice to be here again. I always enjoy our conversations.
We're happy to have you, and as always, thank you for taking time to join us.
Of course. I think these conversations are important, not just for English learners, but for life in general.
Before we start today's topic, Mason, how has your week been?
It's been busy, honestly. Work, family, responsibilities. You know how life is. Some days feel calm and some days feel heavy.
That sounds very real. I think many people listening right now are thinking, yes, that's exactly how my week feels.
I'm sure they are. Life doesn't always give us quiet days.
That's true. And actually, what you just said connects very closely to today's topic. Today, we're talking about something very common, something very emotional, something many people struggle with silently. Our topic today is making decisions under family pressure.
That's a big topic.
Yes, because family pressure doesn't come in one form. It can be gentle, it can be emotional, and sometimes it can feel very heavy.
And sometimes people don't even realize they're under pressure until they feel stuck.
Let's start with a simple question. What does family pressure really mean to you?
For me, family pressure means feeling like your decisions are not fully yours. It's when your family expects something from you, and you feel like saying no would disappoint them.
That's very well said. It's not always someone forcing you. Sometimes it's just expectations.
Exactly. Sometimes no one says you must do this, but you can feel it in their words, in their silence, in their reactions.
Let's talk about the kinds of decisions that are often affected by family pressure.
Career choices are a big one. Parents want their children to choose safe jobs, doctor, engineer, government job.
Even if the child has a different dream.
Yes, maybe the child wants to be an artist, a writer, a YouTuber, or start a business. But the family worries about money, reputation, and security.
Marriage is another big area.
Absolutely. When to get married, who to marry, sometimes even how to live after marriage.
And education, too.
Yes, what to study, where to study, whether to study more or start earning early.
How does family pressure usually make a person feel?
Confused, guilty, and often tired.
Tired?
Yes, mentally tired. Because you're constantly thinking, what do I want? And then immediately thinking, what will my family think?
That inner conflict is exhausting.
It really is. And many people start doubting themselves.
Let's talk about guilt for a moment. Why does family pressure create so much guilt?
Because family is connected to love. We don't want to hurt people who love us. We don't want to seem ungrateful.
So even choosing for yourself can feel selfish.
Yes, even when it's your own life.
And fear?
Fear comes in many forms. Fear of disappointing parents, fear of being judged by relatives, fear of being alone if the family stops supporting you.
Let's talk about a real-life situation. Imagine a young person who wants to choose a creative career, but their family wants them to choose a stable office job. What usually happens in this situation?
Often, the person gives up their dream, at least for a while. They tell themselves, I'll do what my family wants first.
I'll think about my dream later.
And later never comes.
Exactly. Years pass, responsibilities increase, and the dream slowly disappears.
What happens emotionally when someone ignores their own desires for too long?
Regret. And sometimes resentment.
Resentment toward the family?
Yes. Even if the family had good intentions, the person may think, I lived for everyone else, but no one lived for me.
This is important to say. Family is not always wrong.
Absolutely. Family often wants to protect us.
They worry because they care.
Yes. But the problem starts when protection becomes control.
So, what is the solution? How can someone deal with family pressure?
The first step is communication.
Honest communication.
Yes, not angry, not defensive, but calm and honest.
Many people struggle to express their feelings to their family.
Because they fear conflict.
What would you suggest?
Start with respect. Use phrases like, I understand your concern. I respect your opinion, but this is important to me.
Standing your ground doesn't mean fighting.
Exactly. You can be firm and kind at the same time.
Does change happen quickly?
Rarely. Families take time to accept new ideas.
So, patience is important.
Very important.
Another important point is responsibility.
Yes, if you choose your own path, you must also accept responsibility for it.
That builds trust. Before we end, what message would you like to give to our listeners?
Your life belongs to you. Listening to your family is important, but losing yourself is not the solution.
That's very powerful. Making decisions under family pressure is not easy. There is no perfect answer, but understanding yourself is the first step. If you're listening right now and feeling this pressure, know that you're not alone. Thank you, Mason, for today's conversation.
Thank you, Bella. It was a meaningful discussion.
And thank you to everyone listening. If you found this conversation helpful, stay with us. This is Bella Daily English, where English meets real life.